So again, make sure we save our work. Click on the Save button at the top if you haven't done this yet. So now that we saved, we want to have our actor move towards one of the three colored balls depending on what number choice is. So that means that we need to use a different type of computer state, a different type of code, which is called an if statement. So as an example, like say I told you, if you are wearing a hat today, then you have to go to the principal's office. That would be an example of an if statement, because if you're wearing a hat, that would make that statement true, and then you would have to do the other part of it, which in that example would be go to the principal's office. Now, if you weren't wearing a hat, then it would be false and you wouldn't have to do that thing. So what we want to do is we want to look at this variable choice. Choice can only be a 1, 2, or 3 for each of these balls. Ball number 1, ball number 2, ball number 3. So we want to use this if statement over here and say if we chose ball number 1, the turtle moves towards that ball. Or if we chose ball number 2, the turtle moves towards this ball. Or if ball number 3, the turtle moves towards this ball. So to experiment with that, we're going to use two of these if statements over here. And we're going to click on the operator button. And we're going to choose two of these greater than operators. So I'm going to put this one into here, and I'm going to put this one into here, just like that. So this is all your code should look like so far. So the first stuff I'm going to put in here is if the number 3 comes up, because that means that choice would be bigger than 2. So if I go into my variables tab, I can pick a choice object and put it in here. If choice is bigger than 3, that means I'd be moving towards the blue. That means I chose, or I'm sorry, is bigger than 2. Oops, don't delete. Click on this again. 2. So if choice is bigger than 2, there's only one option for choice, and that means it must be 3, which means the turtle would move towards this blue ball. So let's click on this looks button. Ooh. And come down here and say, and we're going to pick on this say button. I'm going to put it in here and say, just say 3 for, and not for 2 seconds, just for 1 second. So if choice is 3, then this should be true because choice would be bigger than 2. And then that would mean the turtle says the number 3 for 1 second. So let's try this out to see if this is working so far. If we click on the go button, go to the beginning, turtle says hi, and right now choice is 1, still 1, now it's 3. So he says 3. Oh great. Choice is 1, 2, 2, 1, 3 again, and the turtle says 3 again. Great. So it looks like the code's working well so far. Every time a 3 comes up, that means that this statement is true, and then the turtle says 3 for 1 second. So now we want to do the exact same thing over here. Pick choice again. And now this one's going to be for if we pick the number 2. So if we pick the number 2, 2 is bigger than 1. 3 is also bigger than 1, but if we already picked 3, we would have done this parse up here. This is for the else part of the statement, which means, oh, we didn't pick the other options. So now if choice is 2, it wouldn't have gotten picked by this statement, but it would get picked by this statement, because even though if choice is 2, it's not bigger than 2, but choice, if it's 2, is bigger than 1. So now we're going to choose this over here, and copy and paste that over here. And instead of saying 3, we're going to say 2. And then the only option left is if we chose 1, which would be down here. So we'll have the turtle say 1 if 1 comes up. Now if we click go again, you'll see that whatever choice is, the turtle's going to say that number. So choice is 3, 3, 2, says 2,